Abby, what are you doing?
I eat marshmallows.
That's disgusting.
Careful, careful.
What video is this?
Do you want to know? Ever since the day we started YouTube, this has been the most, this is recording, right? Yeah. This has been the most requested video we've ever had. In fact, there's an analytic that you can look at and it shows you like when people search your name, the things that they search with. And Sherry Frankie period is one of the top 5 most searched things with my name, and I haven't even mentioned it. So obviously, there are a couple of you who, there are some of you that want this video. There's a reason I haven't done this video. Maybe it's just because I feel awkward. I don't want other people to feel awkward because I know that I have a couple teachers who watch my videos. I know I have a lot of guy friends that watch these videos, but we are all mature adults, hopefully, so.
This makes me a little more awkward.
Abby was such a good sport to do this with me because I feel less awkward doing this with her. So if this makes you feel awkward, turn the video off right now, okay? Just do it. Just do it. Okay, now that all the awkward people are gone, let's get down to business. Okay, so yes, this video is going to be a talk about periods. When my mom was really little and my grandma would talk to her, she would be like, hey, don't tell anybody about your period, you know, it's just something that's, you know, it's special, you know, it's just, you know, for you. And now, obviously, times have changed because here I am making a video about it for hundreds of thousands of people to see. We can talk about it and it's okay. I think most people start their periods around like, I actually don't know the actual age. I think it's around like 11 to 13.
I started mine 4 months ago.
Way to be open! Abby started her period 4 months ago, and that is why she's doing this video with me, is because she can relate, okay? I started mine around the same time as Abby, maybe a little bit before her. I was in between 5th and 6th grades, so I was like 10 or 11. I started a little bit earlier than most people do, I think, but again, I had my growth spurt super early, I grew really fast, and then it stopped. Yeah, I just, you know, stop it. I've heard it's science that like most people stop growing 2 years after they start their period. I stopped growing before I started mine, but that's why it makes me nervous for Abby, is because she just started hers and she still is not nearly as tall as me, so you might be shorter than me. Okay, so I was thinking about this actually a couple days ago. And so I wrote down a couple talking points just to talk about. When I first started my period, actually, I was so embarrassed by it that I didn't tell my mom for 3 months. And she wouldn't have found out if she hadn't seen the pads that I kept in my bathroom. But yes, I did not tell my mom for 3 months. Abby was very open. She was like, Sherry, 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 and I was like, really?
I was like yelling out, and you didn't come, and so I was like, Julie, and
I know.
Julie came, and I told her to tell you.
Abby, I'm so happy that like Abby trusted me to tell me before anybody else.
Sherry told me to be the first one to tell
Yep,
her.
I was like, Abby, when you start your period, tell me, and we will eat ice cream together. But yes, so I hid it for 3 months. When I did start, I started wearing pads. I didn't even want to touch a tampon. I didn't start wearing tampons, honestly, until I was like 12 or 13. Honestly, I don't like wearing tampons unless I'm swimming, so yeah, I'll just wear pads. When my mom was in high school, she would have such bad cramps that she would just vomit like the entire week, and she would come home from school sometimes she just dealt with it at school, but it's happened to me a couple times. I've thrown up a couple times just because of cramps and headaches and stuff. I'm sorry, it's coming. She hasn't had cramps yet, have you?
I have.
You have had cramps?
Once I had one so bad at night, like, I felt like I was gonna die.
Oh my gosh, it's getting like darker. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
That's so weird. So I would suggest painkillers for cramps. I'll usually use just a normal like acetaminophen, Tylenol, ibuprofen. I do actually have a medicine I take just for cramps, but I don't know what it's called. I dumped the whole bottle into a bag, and that bag is now in my backpack, which it looks a little sketchy, but you know, it's for cramps. I think it starts with an M or a B. I don't remember what the medicine is called, but if I do find out, I will let you know because it has saved me, okay? I've heard that a lot of people get moody when they're on their periods or right when they're about to start. Have you gotten moody? That is
Normally
true.
I get really quiet, or I start getting really tired, or I just start getting really angry at everybody.
See, I've never I don't think I have. but I feel like I've never really gotten moody with other people. Maybe I'm just mean all the time. I have a lot of friends that I can tell, you know, I just know them well enough.
I tell my friends, and my friends will tell me, and then one of my friends just, yeah.
You and your friends tell each other when you're on your period? Hey, you know what? Friends have got to help each other out, okay? So
We do.
you got to help, like, spot checks, you know? Like, if you stand up and you're like, wow, I could have leaked through my pants. It's like, hey, will you check me, okay? And it's not weird, okay? I was at family camp, and there was a girl in my group who I barely knew, and we helped each other out. Like, girls have got to stick together, okay? I've also heard people get really weird cravings, but I eat a lot of chocolate normally, so there's not really a big difference.
I eat a lot of chocolate too. Well, we normally don't have any, but if we do, I'll gobble it up.
Yeah, we eat a lot of chocolate. But guys, honestly, periods, you know, it's part, who is that outside? There's a giant group. Okay, no, never mind, squirrel. Okay, so honestly though, I remember reading the Anne Frank diary. Abby hasn't read it yet, but she talked about how, like, when she was in the secret annex, if you haven't read it yet, you should, but Anne Frank's but she talks about when she was in hiding, you know, and she started her period, and she said it was like just this thing that was all to her, and she was the only one who knew about it, and she said it was part of growing up, and she loved knowing that she was growing up, and I feel like that's true. So I know when I started my period, I was like, hey, you know, I am a woman, okay? I might be short, but I'm a woman, and Abby might not be to that point yet, but you know, it's part of growing up. To those of you who have not started your period yet, I promise it is part of growing up, okay? And it's nothing to feel awkward about. Like, honestly, me and my friends, we're very open with each other, almost to the point of being weird. But we help each other out, and women stick together, and you know, it's growing up, and it might not be like the funnest thing in the world, but you know, it's good. I will say though, a struggle that I have that I've been trying to figure out is how do you go about when you're sitting in class and you have to go to the bathroom to change, like, and you have to like take a pad or tampon out of your backpack because you can't take your backpack with you or else that's like super obvious. So you like try to like sneak it up your sleeve or something.
That's me. Whenever we go to recess, I always just sneak it in my pocket.
You just sneak it in your pocket? Yeah, like I have friends that like put it in their boots or something or their socks. Like, so if anyone has like a solution to that, like I think that's just a worldwide thing that everybody wants to know is how do you make it not obvious by carrying your entire bag with you? What? What's another struggle? Summertime with swimsuits.
I've never had that yet.
Oh yeah, Abby hasn't had a summer yet on her period. I have an app I use to track my period. It's called Clue. It's actually pretty good and it's pretty accurate if you use it for a couple of months. So I would suggest using that because no one wants to be caught by surprise. So anyway, I hope I have not shed negative light on periods. It's just part of life. It's part of growing up. It's nothing to feel awkward about because everybody goes through it, and if you don't go through it, then you know about it. So it's really not like that big of a deal. It's a bonding moment for families and for friends.
How's it bonding?
Because we relate to each other and we can support each other. And see, Abby and I can watch movies and eat Ben and Jerry's together.
It's true, except we haven't done that yet.
No, we haven't done that yet, but we're going to.
We're going to.
Okay! This video is gonna have a lot of awkward pauses in it. Okay, I promise this is not, is this as awkward as you thought it was gonna be?
No.
No, it's really not. I promise it's really not. So comment down below, what are some struggles that you guys have? Because I have a lot, and if you have any solutions to any of the struggles that you are facing, comment those too. Help each other out, answer each other's problems. I will probably be commenting down below too with you. So what are some struggles that you guys have? Because I feel like there's a lot. And people probably have different solutions to them, so we can learn from each other. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This was a requested video, so I guess... So yes, this was a highly requested video. Hopefully it met your expectations. If you have any other questions, comment down below. Be happy to answer them. Other people would probably be happy to answer them. And maybe we'll do an updated version of this when Abby is a little bit older or when Julie is a little bit older. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Good enough. Here, scoot over so we're centered. This is... I love you. Okay.